Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Mac Jones versus the Dolphins. First game in the NFL. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So the idea for this video came from Matthew Crisafulli. Hey, JT, longtime subscriber. Love the videos. Would love to see your thoughts on Mac Jones's debut. Miami threw everything they had at him, and he didn't flinch. Found his hots several times, stood in and delivered a strike with a rusher barreling down at him. He played great, in my opinion. I'd love to see what you think about his performance. Thanks. Matthew, I appreciate the comment, question, suggestion for the video. Definitely excited to see this one. I think that there was a lot to like. And as the game progressed, I thought he played better and really deserved probably to win that game. Not the way that Sundays work, but again, was it perfect? Far from it. But as far as a debut, really impressive. Loved what they were doing as far as some of the scheme things. I think if you dive into the details of some of these plays, he left probably a significant amount of yardage out there for some of those plays. I think as you peel back the all-22, we'll be able to see it together. Let me know what you think of the video. Again, keep the videos coming. As for this one, Mac Jones debut, let's get it going. All right, Mac Jones, welcome to the NFL. A little 2x2 split flow play action. That shallow spike play. Oh no, let's just hit you with a corner blitz. Almost turn a bad play into a disaster here with a backward throw. There's all sorts of moving parts on this play. Welcome to the NFL. My goodness. Holy cow. Woo. Well, he battles back in this game, no doubt about it, but this is a tough start. So we're coming down in short motion. That tight end's going to come across. And what's really going on here is we are trying to hit this shallow spike. So from across here, he's going to shell this shallow, and then they're going to try to spike this thing up, usually paired with an over, something in the flat to the other side, and they're really just trying to exploit this part of the field with the play action. But they play defense. They get paid on that side too. They decide they're going to hit him with the corner blitz. They basically have two guys for this one split flow play action player. So the math's not going to work out over there. Almost impossible to see from this condensed of a split. So the formation doesn't help. But the play action, the shot, I love the idea of being able to take a shot down the field early, get a big chunk play. First, let's watch that shallow spike from that tight end up top coming across. So sell that shallow, then he's going to, boom, hit it up. You can see it would have took forever to get there. It's a great play when it works. Now let's watch that split flow action. 81 coming in motion across. The corner comes, and it really just kind of, he's not ready for it. It's faster than he thinks. He thinks he's blocking the end or the end man on the line of scrimmage. That tackle goes down, and now they've got 2-on-1, and it's an L. They call it an incomplete pass originally, but that's a fumble. That's a tough play. Watch that split flow action. 2 off the edge over there. There it is. 43, barely a factor. He should be the free runner. But again, the corner just gets on him so fast. There is no hot on plays like this. Potentially, you're able to come back, go all the way back to the wide. Potentially, with that wide receiver up top, you can see him run that corner cat adjust, where he just kind of turns down and shuffles out. But that's it's borderline impossible to see when you're doing play action away. You're just not used to it because the design of the play has that condensed split. So things you give and take with the design architecture of the offense. Right there, that's just a beautiful call. That's just great defense, taking advantage of that scheme, dialed up perfectly. But the thing to pay attention to is that's a bad play. Right here, this is a bad play. Sack, potential hit on the quarterback, free runner. Right here, that's turning a bad play into a disaster. Fumble, backwards throw, fortunate to fall on it. Whew. Welcome to the NFL. My goodness. Bounces back though. Right here, bottom of the screen. This is a big third down. And this is really kind of evidence to what I think. There were a number of snaps that I felt like he left meat on the bone. There's yards out there that he, for whatever reason, and this is probably one of the few that, even if he turns it down to this check down, quote unquote check down, it's still a good play. But they're not dialing this play up to hit this shallow. They're dialing this thing up to attack the middle of the field and get the corner from the running back. So down here at the bottom of the screen, we're coming up and we're going to attack this middle part of the field with a corner from the tailback. Now, they've run this variation of this play for years with Brady. But let me just tell you, in my opinion, you don't run corners from tailbacks unless you're trying to get them the ball. So I'm going to guess, and I'm not in the quarterback room, wasn't in this offense very long, that the read would be here to the post if it's there, knowing that it's really just a clear for that corner. And then we're going to bring this shallow across if that's not there, if everybody falls off, gets depth. In my opinion, this is there, really just reading that corner down here. First of all, middle of the field open. Let's take a shot to that middle field area. If not, let's read the corner for that high-low on the corner to the shallow. So, okay, lots of moving parts. See if it makes sense when we watch it now. Middle of the field. Takes a while. There's a little redirect. I'll give you that. Takes a while. 2 redirects, maybe off of it. Corner, down here to the bottom of the screen. Corner's getting depth. All right, maybe. Maybe it just takes too long. If it takes too long, let's get to the shallow. That's exactly what he does. Mr. Process, love it. Okay, you talked me into it, watching it again. But you can see how those things develop here one more time. Would the middle of the field be open with another hitch? Good pass pro. Drop in 8, you know, another thing. You probably get an extra hitch and drop 8. Middle of the field, probably good. Corner, probably good. Maybe not. Maybe 55 gets enough depth there to take that away. Either way, nice conversion. We'll take the process first down. Let's go. From the back end, again, you can just see things to understand when you're playing. All of a sudden you get drop 8. You know you got a little bit more time. You don't have to hurry. You can see that middle of the field. Watch his eyes. He's on it. He's on it. He's on it. Could he anticipate it right there? You know, just a tick off. He's already 2 hitches gone. So certainly, again, you know, as he plays some of these plays, just a tick longer, especially knowing what the rush situation is. Again, right here, another example of just being on the wrong page. Love the fact that he sees the hot. Really fortunate that this thing isn't a pick. Usually tip balls over the middle of the field result in interceptions. But he's hot here to our left, his right. We only have 3 blocking. Center's covered up. They bring 4. Got to throw hot. Perfect. He sees it, gets it out on time. Now we're just not on the right page. The wide receiver stops. He's throwing it like he's still running it. Whose fault is it? Your guess is as good as mine. But I love the fact that he sees it, identifies it, not taking any unnecessary hits. But again, almost turned the bad play into a disaster. If I had to guess, okay, and I get it, I'm a quarterback, I'd put that on the wide receiver. But again, who knows? Could just be a feel thing where they need to get on the same page for where that void in the zone is. But it's tough in any type of zone-ish thing to run across there and throttle down, especially when you run into space like that. Whew, really fortunate, but love the fact that he's seeing the hot. This is a great design from the 3 and the 2 here in the slot, bottom of the screen. Little pick, beautiful ball, kind of a unique ball as far as how that thing is constructed. Absolute gem of a design, offensive structure. These little pick inside fades, all the rage. This one is definitely more of a quote-unquote pick than the one I showed yesterday with the Eagles and kind of the body control move around. This one, watch the number 2 receiver go in there and just pick that number 3 defender. So he's going to be able to come in here and say, yeah, no thanks. Right in here and just boom. And then we're able to run to space. We got man-to-man here so he can just run off. So really, it's like those guys aren't even there. So pretend these guys aren't here, and we're just going to pick this and run an inside fade right here with a nice ball. Not a down-the-field ball. That's the other thing about it. That's kind of the subtle art of it. You got to throw it to the space. Watch that pick first. Boom. I mean, come on. That should be called. But it's not. So we play it out. That's how you design people open. Great job, nice execution, good ball, velocity, touch, accuracy, all the things you want to see. But make no mistake about it, this is a great design play call. Right on him, big chunk, explosive play. Next one here, just another example again for me of things where we're leaving just things on the field. This is a high-low up top dagger. And to me, the hook curl player does not get enough depth to take away that deep end. Now, you get a completion. All right. Are you going to argue about a completion? Sometimes when we're talking about the intent of the play. So what is the intent of the play? The intent of the play is a high-low on that hook curl defender. They're going to rush 6. They're rushing only 5, drop in 6, middle field open. So we're going to read that linebacker type at the top of the screen. So he's going to drop and try to take away our ability to put this thing right in behind him. So his depth determines the play. So we're going to get this in, and we're going to get a shallow across. That's the high-low part of it. The dagger part of it usually is tethered to a post or clear to keep that safety out of there. But at the end of the day, it's this in is what we really want. Then this shallow is there if this defender gets so much depth that we can't throw the in. This is middle field open, and that in is there, in my opinion. So we'll pause it at the top, and that's really the only way you can do it. You got to go through the timing of the quarterback. So pause it at the top, right there. One hitch, let the in go. Anticipate it. One more time, play it all the way out. Read that hook curl defender. To me, he's sitting on the shallow. Maybe he breaks on it when he throws, but I think you can anticipate and throw that in there, even with the jam. It's not much of a jam. Hitch, let it go. You can see that in. There's no one around him for what? 8, 10 yards? That's open in the league, especially in the red zone. One more time, full speed. So big three, hitch or reset, 1, 2, 3, hitch, throw the end. So again, is it the end of the world? No. It's second and forever. We throw a shallow, okay. But was it this there? Yes, on this play. Again, pass protection, pretty sweet. Nobody around him. I think just a little bit hurried, a little bit of what I would call playing fast, as opposed to letting the play develop, taking real advantage of what that looks like. Right here, this is verse 0. Put it on here for a few different reasons. One, I love the decision. I love seeing it. I love getting it to the right guy. What I really love, though, is the drop. Watch this angle backpedal. See how he feels like he's going away from that guy by just enough time? And that's a dime. That's a great play by the defender. Can't catch it for him. Again, cover 0, right? Easy to see. Nobody in the middle of the field. We've got that over coming from the slot up top. Don't love throwing a quick out to this leverage down here at the bottom of the screen. Bail, get depth, angle drop, set your feet, and throw it. If anything, could maybe throw it just a tick farther, but this is really a nice job. Operating verse 0. Angle drop, that thing is, I'm telling y'all, that's subtle pocket beauty right there. Beautiful throw, accurate down the field, just a better defensive play. Tip your hat, punt. Let's do it again next time. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications, let you know when we go live, when we put out new content. I sincerely appreciate the support for the channel. Then if you're looking for even more quarterback school content, hop over to the quarterback school Patreon community, usually 3 to 4 videos a month, long form videos over there, really what it's like to be in an NFL quarterback room. And then finally, for the best of the video content, hop over to the quarterback school courses. The links are in the description. Lots of different courses, pass protection, RPO, how to beat every coverage, and then a tempo course coming soon. Fired up to share that one with you. Let's keep this one going. Right here, beautiful throw. He really comes into his own a little bit in this game as it continues to get going, even more in the second half. This is a beautiful seam. There's a little bit of detail here I want you to pay attention to. Watch this little pump fake he does to our left, his right. And normally I would say that's pretty sweet when you're working the seam area. But versus this type of coverage, split field coverage, you really just bring in another dude to the party. So what do I mean by that? That means that if you're pumping away from that seam, so if we're going to pump, we're throwing this ball to this seam, right? Down the seam. Middle of the field open. Because you're pumping this way, you're just going to, in theory, bring this safety to it. Now, I love the pump if it's middle of field closed and you're trying to work this seam, because then you'll bring the safety's eyes this way. But again, you got to know this is what I would consider the exact thing that they're talking about in the quarterback room. Too deep, and you're going to come back here and try to work this seam. There's no reason to pump. This guy's not a factor. This guy is the factor. This is how you need to get it up and down before this guy can collision it and over these guys. So maybe you're pumping the underneath coverage. Don't think so. Not what you want to do. Now it works out here, but again, it's not always, hey, we're throwing a seam, let's pump away. Now, does it impact the safety down here at the bottom of the screen? Probably not. He's got so much depth. Looks like he thinks they're punting. It's just too much space. But I love the accuracy. I love the ability to drive the ball down the field. Hitch, timing, go. If anything, I would say it's a little heel clicky at the very top, but you know, when you throw in a pump fake, that stuff happens. Watch his feet come together. Right there. But again, he's able to drive, generate enough force to be able to do it. It's a nice throw. Just the details here, nuance of playing quarterback, go through kind of the mental gymnastics of when do we want to pump, when do we not want to pump. See that little subtle pump? He's doing it. He knows he's throwing the seam. It's a great ball. But again, why are we doing that? Next one here, touchdown. This is a very cool play at the bottom of the screen. A little loop with a 7 or corner. He says no to the corner, yes to the loop, overrun by the underneath coverage, touchdown. Really, really nice design. Love this play. Bunch of teams running a bunch of different looks. Accurate, decisive. Again, originally watching it, I thought maybe he could throw the 7 or the corner. But the more I watched it, the more that corner really did take that thing away. So we're coming back here. The design here is the flat, fake the flat, and we're going to come back here and loop back in. The second guy is running the 7 or the corner bender. Would like to see him take that angle just a tick higher to the back pylon. But really, this thing is designed that you need to have at least 3 defenders here. Obviously, it helps when the guy overruns the flat, but that's what this double move does. So lots of moving parts here, but really quick, decisive, good decision. Love to see it in the red area too. Again, could he throw that corner? Watch that corner down here. That's who we're high-lowing. Maybe if that defender takes it to the back pylon, maybe. I don't think so. That underneath curl defender just overruns it. Not athletic enough to change direction and make that tackle. Really nice play design. Nice play action call here. Would love to have seen just a tick more early down calls. I don't know what the stats look like, but watching this game, it felt like they ran a lot on early down. Right here, design-wise, you know, this is one of those things where you're leaving significant yardage on the field, in my opinion. So what do I mean by that? This is a beautifully designed play. We're faking the jet sweep, the horizontal stretch. We're play action faking. Then we're faking the over to the tight end. Watch the tight end come across here. On our left, 21's guarding him. Faking that over, taking advantage of that robot technique that people lose their mind about on Twitter. So right there, he's got him. Now that 81's going to come out to our left. Fake the over. I mean, that thing is wide ass open. W-A-O. Right there. You got to throw it. No one is around you. This is playing fast. Check down. No, bro. Don't do it to us. No one's around you. Thing is going to hit. Oh. Whew. Joshy no likey. Watch this thing one more time. Beautifully designed play. Fake the jet. Fake the play action. Fake the over. Come out to the corner. I mean, monster hit. 81. Love the fake the over. Love taking advantage of that robot just so that we're all on the same page here. This is where the ball needs to go. We're faking that over, coming back out to the corner. What does that robot technique do? These guys, when they see run, they get faked by run at all. They turn and try to hunt up an over route, knowing that in play action, guys are running this way and this way. They're trying to turn and hunt that thing up. So they kind of disorient themselves. They turn and run. They're looking for an over. Right? These guys know each other. They all run the same techniques. We come up, fake that over, get him running, get his back turned, and then come out of it. And this thing must be thrown. Must. So just not on the same page, whether it's trust, timing, play clock, playing too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, hitch, hitch, throw it. He's already down to the check down. So again, I think that there's a lot to be excited about. He starts playing really well later in this game, but man, I think we've shown a couple clips now where we left some big chunks out there. This is a big chunk play. I love taking advantage of this technique, faking the over, come out of it, boom. Oh, that hurts to watch. Got to learn from that one. But then we start heating up here. Love this ball. Able to come in here, rip this thing to the field, take advantage of this kind of palms technique, cloud corner down here. He's going to jump that slot defender. We're going to rip the whole shot to the field. This is a big time throw. Again, we're pumping people. Get smacked from a stunt inside. But just watch down here at the bottom of the screen. We got the must outside release go, and we're watching the corner. He's going to hunt up number 2. Boom, he puts his feet in the ground. Take that thing on the out. Throw it right over his ear. Boom. One more time all the way through. Reading the corner. Settles his feet. Rip it. The throw is perfect. Looks like it's like a back shoulder. He's throwing that to space, away from the safety. It's a thing of beauty. That's a clinic tape. Absolutely outstanding, big time throw to the field. First game NFL. Honestly, I could not imagine. And he gets popped, right? A little stunt inside. Watch the guy over the center. A little stunt. Boom. Right to the head, too. Jeez. Beautiful throw. So let's keep it going. We got a little hot hand. This time, fade up top to the back. This thing is in the bucket. Beautiful route. Better throw. That's good coverage. They got some good match coverage. They're running some good man-match stuff. Nothing easy about that. 55 right on the back. Gives him a little hesitation and drops it right down his line. I mean, that looked like the other guy for the Buccaneers on Thursday night. That thing is perfect right there. This is a big-time throw. And the fact that they even allow their backs to run these type of routes, corners, fades from the backfield, really cool. But I just love the touch. I love the decisiveness. Love the call. Love his feet and alignment. One more time, look at his feet, how he gets aligned to throw that way. You can see he's lined up to throw to the right. Just right in the bucket. Drop it on the bridge. This one, though, this is probably the play, in my opinion, that lost him the game. Now, they should have won the game regardless of this play. But they really could have won this game going in here if they convert this third down on this little sprint right option. Or sprint out, throw the flat. Now, there's a detail that I'm going to talk about with the wide receiver. But first, I want to make sure I'm really explicit. Quarterback needs to make a better throw. Wide receiver needs to catch the ball. Okay, you're welcome there. But from here, this standpoint, so we're going to get a flat here, and we're going to get this little rub here. So the detail here for me is that this wide receiver running the pick or rub, you do not run this thing at where the defender is. You run this thing where he's going to be. Okay, if you run it at where he is, you make it too easy. He can just cut this thing and get a good angle to cover this flat. So again, one more time here for the people in the back. We run this pick where he is going to go. So if he's got him, if that's who we determine has him, we need to take this thing on the angle that he is going to go. So if you go at him, you're immediately wrong. From there, we just need to make a better ball. We got to hook this thing up. This is a flat on air, sprinting to him. But watch this wide receiver. See that subtle angle in? That's not a pick. That's not good enough. This is third to win the game. We're going to go in there and score a touchdown. Now, does it have any direct impact on the play? Probably not. Still could very easily be a catch conversion. Could that guy make that catch? Yeah, but that's way harder than it has to be. Way harder. But again, it's never just one person, one thing. So that is a wrap. Mac Jones, the debut. Lots to like. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you want to see next. I appreciate it. I will see you next time. Have a good one.